Okay, we got 3. Just 1v3 him. Or 2v3 him. Okay.
Yeah, 1v3 him then. I think no.
Oh, that's dirty. Double CC.
Not debug you, you fag cunt, cause you are bad tank. Bad. Not good, very bad. You need to train more, guy.
Tanks that can do damage, eh? We'll see. What say you, ESO? So yeah, I recently started, playing on this DK. A couple of reasons, just variety, and then also there's the miat PvP add-on, PvP alerts. Anybody that doesn't really know by now, it's pretty much an add-on on PC that allows you to pretty much see when not see when someone is in stealth near you, not see that person or know where they're at exactly, but you know that they're in stealth. And with the things that you have access to, like Radiant Mage Light and detection pots, if you see someone's name pop up, you know it's a ganker. For instance, my EP ganking character, you see it in there, you can just pop a detect pot, pop your Radiant Mage Light, start looking around, and you'll probably find me, and it'll really catch me off guard. That's one option. The other one is one where it tells you how many people are in stealth near you, which, for me it doesn't really matter. I mean, I play solo or in a duo or like this 2 or 3. That's not really a big deal. But for people that bomb, like they bomb Zergs with like a 4 or 5 man, they're kind of gonna put at a disadvantage now because they don't have the elements of surprise anymore. It's kind of gone. And then finally the third and probably the most broken aspect of the add-on is it actually alerts you when someone is using a channel time or cast time ability on you from stealth. So snipe, heavy attacks, etc., etc. I mean, there's ways around that, which is you don't target the individual. You literally don't put them in your reticle until the very last moment. But if someone's good enough and they have good enough ping, no matter what, you're never really gonna get that elements of surprise on them just because of the way things are working. And some people think that it's needed because quote unquote ganking is broken. I see why people are pissed off at me getting killed from stealth instantly is a problem. But there are ways to balance it that don't include having an add-on that completely negates an entire gameplay style. So yeah. So as of right now, I'm probably not going to be ganking a whole lot at all until that add-on is either removed or I mean, here's what's crazy, right, about ganking and play styles and whatnot. People actually respect this more. They respect this more than ganking. I mean, they're still gonna be kind of salty, like you're just a perma-block tank, blah blah blah. But most perma-block tanks can't kill you. These, what we're running, what we're able to do is we can't kill you. So yeah, this, you kind of earn respect of people. You're like, dang, that guy literally just tanked, I think I was tanking a 8-man group earlier before, like right before these guys, and then I instantly go, all right, there's only 3 of them, dropping Destral, and then I go into what's it called, 1vx mentality. So yeah, it's it's a very, very powerful build, and people have respect for this, but they'll look at gankers as like a disgraceful playstyle. It's crazy. It's crazy that people do that because it's actually not that hard. I mean, it's not that easy. Like ganking is not easy. Like, boom, I literally took that guy from 100 to 0. With 3 animation cancels. Meanwhile, I'm using this exact same build. I'm able to tank their entire group while they're using counters to block builds, which Soul Saw, Destral, all these things that go through block, and I'm still perfectly fine. So I mean, people people get mad at gankers and you know put all these things in, but until I see an add-on that negates block, that negates you know shields and whatnot, like I don't really wanna hear anything about how Genki is the most broken playstyle in game, because this is crazy what we're capable of doing, and it really is dummy proof, the things that we can pull off. But anyway, I'm gonna get into like analyzing this combat now. So a tactic that we use, you know, it's talking about how tanks have been doing it wrong in Cyrodiil, and what I mean is if you just go into a Zerg, you hold block, you stand there, and you do literally nothing except be a punching bag, or you be like a you know, just there. You're just there. You're not contributing anything to the fight besides being a target. That's wrong. That's not what tanking is. What we do, because we're in a small group, is what we'll do is we'll go and we'll irritate a Zerg like this, a group like this, and then we'll pull off into an area, a corridor where their numbers don't mean as much. You know, we try to, yeah, it's like situations like that, like we're trying to get up on that ledge and I fell down, obviously. And that's really what you want to do as tanks, is you want to actually contribute to the fight. You want to pull aggro away. You want to be a nuisance. And the way you do that is you establish it yourself that, like, hey, if you don't kill me, I have potential to kill you. So you know, you have to really theory craft the heck out of a good tank build, because you want to be very, very tanky. Then you also want to have some damage and some really good sustain. Obviously, you can't tank if you're out of resources all the time. So, you know, I mean, as you guys can see from here, this group, I'll say maybe it's a 14-man group, 12 to 14-man group, so a pretty medium to large size, not large, I would say medium large rate. And we're, you know, they're using every counter in the book against us. I mean, look at it, they got negates and, you know, you name it, Destrolts, Siege. I mean, they're counter sieging us for 3 people, and we're still able to, you know, compete and fight these guys. I mean, and also another thing that I do is I actually sometimes I was just talking about how you want to pull aggro away. The Strides, Lemur, and I, if we just all stood in there, there's a chance that they would have killed us. So me breaking off a little bit to go and, you know, intimidate some of the siege users, and also to drag some aggro away from from the Lemur and Stripes is actually a good thing. It's always a good thing. You kind of want to spread out the damage, and that's why a lot of you know, organized group players, you know, 8 to 12 man, like elite group players, they don't like AoE caps, simply because it benefits those groups that stay together. You know, you know, we're definitely below the AoE cap of 6. You know, we're 3 people, obviously, everyone knows that. And so me, you know, us 3, you know, spreading apart just a little bit to kind of break, you know, not all get this insane amount of damage from, you know, multiple targets, is kind of, you know, the mechanics you want in, you know, large group PvP. You know, and there actually are making some changes to what's called AoE caps, which I think is a good thing. You know, groups standing still together, you know, they deserve to get bombed. It's just the way the game works. You want to stand there right next to each other and get AoE bombed and, you know, all these Destrolts and whatnot, then alright, so be it. Yeah, I'm getting, you know, pretty much zerged down here, and I was pretty scared. I literally was like, dude, I don't think I'm gonna make it, guys. They were like, no, Zin, you're gonna make it. You need to get over here. Come on. So, but yeah, I know some people are gonna ask about what the build is. That comes with the territory of, you know, ESO videos, especially, you know, when I'm talking about tanks that can do damage. Not gonna release the build, for obvious reasons, but you know, I've said it in previous videos. You guys really want to, make your own builds. You know, it really is satisfying, believe me. Not everything has been tested and not everything has been done, so go out there and test it and do it yourself. But yeah, also I want to give a shout out to Lemur and Scribes. I'm gonna have their description, their YouTube channels linked in the description, so please go check it out. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. y'all take care, and Happy New Year's again. Peace. Thanks, guys. That was fun.